What's poppin', brothers? It's your man's the dark side Afrocentrist checking back in with y'all. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know how we coming. Y'all know what we putting down. I just want to do this little video, man, about this video discussion I ran across with the artist Brent Faiyaz, and also with well, I'm not gonna talk about him on this video, but as you can see, Sinqua Wells was in it. If y'all don't remember Sinqua Wells, he played Kanan's son in the first season of Power. For those of you all, and he been in a lot of other things, but you know, a lot of y'all probably most notably remember him from that role. Um, he said some great stuff. Even though this what I'm about to say is gonna be a critical review of the video, you know, some of the agenda bullshit they had in there. But at the same time, there are a lot of good gems in this video, so I ain't telling y'all to subscribe, you know, because they do push some shit that I ain't with. But if you feel what they saying, you feel it, hey, man, I encourage free thinking and free will. So if you brothers over there and you like what you hear, man, you know, subscribe, show love. But also, you know, there are some good gems that you can take from this, man. So, learn from it. So I encourage y'all to go watch the full video, the full 17 by 18 minute long video. But I'm going to start around the 720 mark, and I'm going to show y'all and break down the agenda that's being pushed as far as undermining authentic black masculinity and pushing homosexual or homophilic behavior through the guise of encouraging artistic expression and high quality or high end fashion sense. So I'm gonna break that down. Check it. I make sure that everything is just kind of like colorful to a certain extent.
I was raised, a certain way, like just not knowing no better. But like coming, to a bigger city, my mind being open in friendship and family relationship with people that were beautiful and not like me, really opened my mind and taught me a lot of lessons about life, which in turn like really helped my art. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's something beautiful to be said about that.
If you artistic. Before we go on, the guy who you just heard, if y'all see the little screenshot I got, the guy in the white shirt with the long sleeves, I mean, just the pose, I caught him in on this steel frame. You can tell dude got some sugar in his tank. I mean, I think he presents himself as being heterosexual, but he got some sugar in his tank. Him and the guy with the long beard, they kind of give me those vibes. And basically, these guys, they really on some metrosexual type stuff. Like I said, they have some good gems, but you already know what comes with that metrosexuality shit. It's about that gender fluid fashion bullshit. But let's continue. You feel me? And you young and you growing up in the black community, you a weirdo, and that's just kind of like what it is. Like
exactly,
you artsy nigga, you weird.
I think that it translates.
Okay, and this is another thing. I mean, I rock with Brent Faiyaz. I support the dude, but I had to call this out. He say, like, when you growing up in the black community and you're artistic, motherfuckers just look at you like, nigga, you weird and you're lame, you're goofy, and that's basically what he's saying. What we have to understand is not all black people in these days and times, most black people ain't growing up in the hood like that. They ain't growing up in ghetto culture. And even with the hood, not all hoods are the same. If you stand up now, when you are introverted, you will face a lot of, you will face some backlash. When you to yourself and you don't know how to fight well, motherfuckers will test your nuts. But one thing we gotta quit pushing, which makes us look bad, which makes our people look bad, is the fact that people who are in our community, youngsters who are artistic and who ain't into the same, who watch cartoons and who are into anime and sci-fi and shit like that, are automatically ostracized and victimized. That's not true. That's not entirely true. Now, I'm not going to call Brother Brent a liar because that just may be his experience. He may have been through that. And I believe him if he been through that. You know, so I've been through a little of that myself. But a lot of times, man, when people see you artistic and they, you know, even the hard heads, the troublemakers, the thugs in school, the real motherfuckers bullying people, the real motherfuckers in the school, in the hood, they gonna respect that. The only people gonna fuck with you is be these lames who ain't really on shit trying to be tough. They're gonna be the ones who gonna try to fuck over you. And of course, these ratchet ass some of these ratchet ass females and shit, hood ass females who don't know shit, they'll fuck over you, but real motherfuckers ain't gonna violate you like that. If they see that you really artistic and you got talent, they gonna try to encourage that. But let me keep going with the video. But we gotta quit pushing that narrative. Like, people who are intelligent and artistic in our community get ostracized and just treated like shit. That's not true. Now, in some areas it's like that, but that's not true in all areas. Then, like I say, most young blacks ain't coming up in the hood like that no more. You have a lot of black people who live in suburbs and middle class areas, and even in certain hoods that are more open minded and shit. So we gotta quit pushing that narrative. But let's go on.
To the conversation that's going on with like strong African American males, strong males in general that have a voice that is kind of opposite of what the popular narrative is about the traditional ideas of masculinity. Right. Back in the day, you had guys like.
You see, there go those buzzwords. When motherfuckers start talking about strong black men and traditional ideas of masculinity, you know what I'm saying? That's code for, here comes the homosexual promotion. Here comes the effeminization agenda. The effeminization of the black male agenda. Shout out to Irritated Genie. Shout out to Baba Walima Baruti. Shout out to Professor Curry. That's the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you too masculine, you too tough, you too hyper masculine, you toxic, you got toxic masculinity. You know what I'm saying? You need to, cry, express your emotions. If you want to dress like a queer, do so. You have a right to express. You see, that's the type of bullshit motherfuckers start putting down when they start bringing up shit like that. But let me continue.
I want to see who you gonna say. There's one on the sports side. Dennis Rodman had to be Rodman. Yeah. Man, and I think he's overlooked for what he contributed, bro. Like, think about that.
He's ahead of his time, right? And he was doing it at a time where everybody was like, what is that? Like, this is like what we talk about. People that don't understand it, they were like, well, this is weird.
To me, like, masculinity is like.
All right, before I let Brent Faiyaz go on, y'all see that bullshit? Y'all can't see, but did y'all hear that bullshit? They brought up Dennis Rodman. And I don't want to beat up on Dennis Rodman. They brought up Dennis fucking Rodman as an example of this fearless black man challenging traditional masculinity. First of all, you talking about a motherfucker with mental illness and not trying to, make light of his mental illness issues. He had a rough ass childhood. He had a rough life. And I don't have the time to go into that. That's a whole separate video. You talking about someone with drug addiction issues, with mental health issues, all kind of shit going on in his life. A lot of that shit he was doing was a cry for help / publicity stunt. I know when the infamous wedding dress marriage ceremony where he married himself, it was a book attached to that. He sold a book. So a lot of that shit was cries for help and publicity stunts. I think he was into it with the NBA over some shit. That is not a fucking role model for young black men. That was a hurt black man crying out for fucking help. You see, this will piss me off. motherfuckers put nut jobs. I shouldn't say it like that. That's cruel. They put these damaged individuals, these broken men who have never recovered from some childhood sexual issues. Instead of healing these men and making them stronger men, they present them to us as broken men and say, oh, these are the role models or the examples of true black masculinity. They're living their truth. They're fearless in who they are. They don't give a fuck about what people say. You don't see Dennis Rodman wearing that shit nowadays. That motherfucker dressing like a motherfucking mob boss now. He dressing like a goddamn mob boss. An old Godfather type motherfucker. That shit was a fucking publicity stunt. What the fuck is you talking about? Being a stand-up black man and chunk. No, that motherfucker had a mental problem and a drug problem and was into all kind of weird ass shit. That Hollywood shit and that sick ass, demonic ass lifestyle. We should encourage him. That ain't being strong. That's being hurt. That's having some shit fucked up with you. Man, get the fuck out of here with that, man.
Being a man or handling your fucking business, you feel me? Like, that's masculinity, ain't what somebody got on or some shit, bro. Like, they like, you feel me? Focus on your own shit, be television, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. That's really why the shorty gonna fuck with you. Which is why Dennis Rodman was really out here getting it. Exactly. It's an art, you know what I mean? Exactly. Style shit is an art at the end of the day. Like, people like to use it and associate.
Brent Faiyaz, I like his music. He's a cool young brother. I fucks with him. But what he just talked about was really what he just said was some goofy ass shit that really just didn't make sense. I mean, men gonna have their different views of fashion and shit like that and how to dress, bruh. But first of all, when you a man and you handling business, what's inside of you gonna come out what's on the outside. You know what I'm saying? You gonna rep your shit. You know, what you stand for, what's inside your heart is gonna find a way to manifest on the outside. Whether you speak it, whether you dress it, whether you wear some kind of logo, some kind of emblem, you gonna do that. A man who's a strong man ain't gonna be dressing like no motherfucking gump, bro. He ain't gonna be dressing like no goddamn stripper and shit, wearing leggings and shit. He ain't gonna be wearing cross-dressing, dressing in drag. Because that's not, he doesn't have that type of spirit. He has an industrious spirit. He has a strong spirit, a patriarchal spirit with a rulership mentality. And he's gonna wear that in his dress. He ain't gonna even sag his pants like some kind of fucking gangbanger. He's gonna be presentable. He's gonna be representing his culture, who he is, and what he stands for, bro. So brother, you kind of warped on that, bro. You kind of warped on it. And you see, that's why I'ma tell you. That's why I got a problem with a lot of these. I like some of their music. I like a lot of their music. But and he about to talk about Tyler Creator weird ass next. But a lot of these new guys, man, what they putting down and how they represent themselves, I can't fuck with it. And what they represent, a lot of these guys, they promote homosexuality, they promote the gender bending shit, they promote all kind of weird shit that are antithetical to black patriarchy and strong black male rulership. You did what I'm saying? And I can't rock with it. Even though I might like some of their music, but I can't rock with that goddamn androgynous shit. You know, Tyler Creator going around talking about he kissing white boys in the mouth and Jada Smith and his boyfriend and this motherfucker. That last album when he won a Grammy for, that was supposedly based on him. You know, they say he trolling, but my thing is, when you a man, you don't play like that. You know, you little joke, okay, you know what I'm saying, but you don't keep no shit like that up, bro. That's not, and it ain't surprised he got a Grammy for that shit, man. That's why I can't rock with these new alternative ass rappers, man, because they on some weird shit. They worship the feminine principle. They're male feminists. They condone homosexuality and all that weird shit. And I can't rock with that, bro. But let me, man. I just had to speak on that, man. But let me pull up the rest of the little sessions in so I can get on out of here.
With like a sexual preference or like, but honestly, like man, like when it comes to style shit, like you just wear what the fuck you want to wear because it's what you feel like wearing. Yeah.
Whenever you're doing something different or something that nobody's ever seen before, that scares people, right? Because they don't have it in them to be able to go do that. Like you can never be like a maverick or a true original, right? Being safe, never want to.
Bruh, now this dude with the cap on. If y'all see the steel shot, this dude got a cap on. This dude tall as fuck, about 6'6", 300 some odd pounds, maybe bigger than that. Former NFL football player. What the fuck are you talking about, man? So you see, this is what they trying to push you, black man. They're trying to tell you that being original, being a maverick, being a trendsetter. Y'all remember them old Gucci Mane mixtapes and shit? Trendsetter, you feel me? Being a trendsetter, being a goddamn groundbreaking, revolutionary type of person. They trying to equate that with you dressing like a fucking sissy. With you dressing like a goddamn drag show sissy. With you dressing like a motherfucking Magic City stripper, V-Live stripper or some shit. As a male. That's you being a maverick. That's you being groundbreaking. Not you, you know what I'm saying, just creating art. You see, and that's another thing. They're trying to equate black men being artistic and creative and being in tune with nature and all. They trying to equate that with being a sissy, man. With being a sexual deviant. And that's not it. Don't let these motherfuckers lie to you. We've had plenty of great musicians, great artists and creators who weren't into no weird, freaky shit. I know they like to throw Prince at you. I know they like to throw Michael Jackson at you and Little Richard at you. And don't get me wrong. Those guys were legends and groundbreakers. I'm not going to take any away from what they did. But they're not the but you had so many great legends and artists who weren't freaked out like that, who weren't drugged out, cross-dressing, having orgies and shit, you know, and being caught up in sex scandals. You know, don't let these motherfuckers lie to you, man. And you see, this the trip bag they want to put black men in by saying we into all this weird shit. And it ain't like that, bro. Don't believe the hype, man. Come on. You know, this is sick, man. You know, this them pushing that agenda.
Who you are, you know what I mean?
For me, guys like Tyler, the Creator, are mavericks.
There we go, Tyler, Creator.
His bold nature with his art, his bold nature to stick up for people that have something to say that's other than the popular narrative. It sucks that whenever we, and I mean guys that look like me, do anything that's genre bending or that's anything, they always put it in a rap or urban category. Why can't we just be in pop? And specifically in the conversation towards masculinity, I think he really is somebody at the forefront, like really fighting. Upon like being in the room with bro and like working with bro and seeing how he move, bro, he is not just a rap artist, you feel me? Right. So like for them to even give bro, you feel me, a Grammy for like best rap album, I feel him when he said he feel like that's like the little cousin that you get to control that don't work. Man, so they can feel like
It wasn't a hip hop album.
It's not a hip hop album. It's not a rap album. Yeah. Appreciate you stopping by. You more than welcome to come.
You know, that pretty much ended right there on this session, man. I'm going to take it home on that one. They talking about, you know, Tyler Creator got a Grammy for best hip-hop album. You know, I don't keep up with that shit, the last Grammys or whenever, for that Igor shit. And this is the thing with that, right? That was, y'all motherfuckers congratulate him like he got there and said some real shit and he took a stand. No, you hoard yourself out like a bitch, Tyler the Creator. You hoard your punk ass out. You decided that you were gonna have all these gay references and do all this gender bending shit. You want a gender bend so you can genre bend the genre bend. You did what I'm saying. You sold yourself out, and they still put you in the nigga category. They let you know that you. I think he even said something to that effect. They let you, like he got called the N word or something. He felt like he just got. That's what they done to you, bro. And you ain't gonna never be respected as a motherfucking man. So while these motherfuckers giving you these fake flowers and applauding you for being so groundbreaking and trend setting and being a genre bender and a gender bender and all that kind of shit, you still a goofy ass nigga who makes goofy ass music, and you gonna be considered just a goofy ass alternative rapper for motherfuckers who don't want to listen to Lil Durk and Amigos and NBA Youngboy. Yeah. So you got these goofies on this couch. No disrespect to Brent Faiyaz, but you saying some real goofy shit, my guy. They don't know what real manhood is. They don't know what patriarchy is. And that's why I had to make this channel to break that shit down to y'all. Because these are the motherfuckers who they're putting on TV. And not just on entertainment shit, on the news, which is basically entertainment. In academia, in all of these, even in sports. These are the people who they're propagating to tell you what black manhood is. To tell you what black masculinity is. A bunch of motherfuckers who are insecure with themselves, don't know how to be men. More than likely, I hate to say it, but I gotta say it, grew up in single mother households. So they get into all kind of weird shit. Somebody probably even touched them as children along the way. Not saying these guys specifically. So they come out broken and they do broken ass shit, and then the establishment puts them on a pedestal as being real fucking men, as being stand-up men. That's some bullshit. You know, that's some bull crap. Well, I'm already cussing, so ain't no need of me trying to clean it up now. But that's why I rep this black patriarchy shit, man. I'm a straight black patriarchal supremacist all day, every day. Stand on this shit, bro. Because this shit ain't proper representation. Now, motherfucker got the right to, if they gonna rep like they gonna rep like that. But these motherfuckers should not be the face of black men, bro. That's why you have Tyler Creator. His punk ass did all that weird shit, and they still said, nigga, you still a rapper, nigga. And we just gonna give you best rap album of the year. Even though we ain't gonna never, you ain't gonna never be respected like Migos and all them people, and get invited to the bigger parties and all that. But we'll give you, we see you trying, we see you showing your little asshole, talking about kissing and sucking dick, and we see you willing to get down. We get the subliminal message you making, wearing blonde wigs and shit. We know you trying to get in tune with us. Talking about you worship the devil. We know you want to get in tune, so we'll give you a little crumb, nigga. And that's what they did, bro. This ain't manhood. But anyway, man, like I say, there was some good gems in this video. I know I kind of scorched it. I know I broke this motherfucker down and stumped on it and just really shattered it. But I still encourage y'all to watch it, because there were some good gems in it. There were some good things in it. But it has agenda written all. And when I say agenda, I mean the effeminization of the black male agenda, the anti-black patriarchal agenda, the destroy black masculinity agenda. It has all that in there. And for my creative brothers, don't let these motherfuckers think that you have to sacrifice your masculinity and sacrifice being strong men to be creative. That's why all these guys who wear dresses, all these guys who wear lipstick and do all that gender business, they don't get no real respect. Prince even admitted to that. Little Richard admitted to that. You see how they treated Michael Jackson. All these motherfuckers who try to pursue that androgynous shit, they never got any real respect. They still got robbed by their label. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no better than the gangster motherfuckers. You know, that fake ass alternative masculinity shit. They don't say they ain't never done nobody any good, bro. Be a real black man, brothers. But hey, man, it's your man's Dark Side Afrocentrist. Over now, check it out. Stay tuned, man. Dropping more videos coming. I'm on Twitter now at Dark Side African. I'm also on Facebook. Send me a friend request at Darkman and Pooh, which is the comedic pronunciation of who y'all know as Anubis. That's what the Greeks called them, Anubis, but it's really in Pooh in the comedic tongue. Y'all know I'm a hotel, so you already know how I'm coming with that. Check that out. Until then, man, you know, black men stand firm. You know, black patriarchy forever, man. One.